Oh, here's another just concrete example of how completely corrupt Giuliani is. You're going to hear a lot of fakes say that he reduced taxes and so on and so on. Garbage. He increased taxes for New Yorkers more than any mayor of our last 108. Only Mike Bloomberg comes close to Giuliani. Here's an example, and you can ask Giuliani's campaign about this, and I'm sure they're going to have a very intelligent answer. When Giuliani was mayor, he was upset when Albany got rid of the commuter tax. Now, this is Giuliani's mind. If you lived in Connecticut or Long Island or New Jersey, and you came to New York City to work each day, you had to take the miserable mass transit, maybe you drove in. Giuliani said you should not only pay Connecticut taxes on your income and Jersey taxes and Long Island taxes, but you should also pay New York City for the benefit of working here. He called it a commuter's tax. Giuliani's argument, with a straight face, this maniac said, yeah, these people come to New York City every day and they use our fire services and our ambulance services and our police services. They should have to kick in for that. They should have to pay for that. But they're already paying. Whenever they buy anything in New York City, the taxes are already included. The taxes are monstrous. That's why movies cost twice what to see in New York as they do in half the rest of the country. That's why our rent is 10 times higher than everybody else's in the country. We're getting killed. And even if you don't live here, you're getting killed. And everything you buy, the transit alone here is ridiculous. Giuliani said that these people use our ambulances. How often do commuters use our ambulances? Never. Almost every time the fire department, how often are they putting out fires? The FDNY. In Connecticut, how often is the fire department in New York City putting out fires in Long Island or in Jersey? They aren't. Giuliani just made the shit up. The guy was so committed to that tax, $500 million a year, so he could, again, give himself another record-setting pay raise, and the city council another 75% pay raise, and his mistresses another 150% pay raise, and Bernie Kerik and Kerik's friends and cousins another 250% pay raise, and so on and so on. All you got to do, if you think Giuliani lowers taxes, ask him about the commuter tax. That's just one smoking gun. And let's see if the media asks him about the commuter tax. He wanted people who had to travel to here to work because their job brought them to New York City. He wanted to charge them for the police, fire department, and ambulance services? Cool. We can get you 5,000 psychiatrists. They'll all say the same thing. Giuliani is legally insane. He is clinically insane, and that's why he's your next president. Because Americans don't care if you're sane. Ronald Reagan was a lunatic, a moron, pro-terrorist, anti-democratic lunatic. And I'm digressing, but if you think Reagan really cares about democracy, ask him or his people to explain South Africa. They couldn't. The whites of South Africa wouldn't allow blacks to vote. They didn't believe in democracy. And Reagan, the entire time he was in office, supported South Africa's terrorism, dictatorialship. Reagan also supported the rebels overthrowing democracy in Nicaragua because that government didn't like us. Giuliani also, Reagan, his people have admitted. Okay, so he gave some weapons to Iran. Exactly. Don't believe the hype. Most of our history books are filled with lies. The newspapers are filled with lies. Reagan was the biggest commie the world has ever seen. And I'll give you more details. Email me. But just ask Rudy about the commuter tax, because the people who think he's for lower taxes are out of their freaking mind. You can love Rudy all you want, but you have to be somebody who loves record-shattering taxes. Do you understand? You can love Rudy all you want, but you have to be someone who loves crime. Rudy bought weights for violent felons in Rikers Island. Now, if you like that, that's cool. You vote for him. But don't vote for Rudy because you believe in a myth or you believe the lies that the newspapers are telling you. All right? Is that a reasonable request?